Hey, I'm Dave.
Hey, it's JP.
Hey, it's Tamazoid. So Smash has been out for a week. How's that?
It's going good. I'm enjoying most of it.
Do you think it was worth the wait? You've been hyping this up for quite a while now.
It's definitely worth the wait for the Wii U version. I think the 3DS is just still a demo to it. I'm still holding out for Wii U.
You only see it as a demo to the Wii U version now, JP.
I don't know, it's good to have Smash on the go, but yeah, other than that, there are a few problems.
You had nothing but praise for the game last week. Actually, I should mention,
well, yeah, I've had more time with the game.
last week's episode isn't up yet. Obviously, been too busy playing Smash and other stuff, but we're going to do a double episode. So last week, we did touch on a few criticisms, but mostly, like JP, we just all had praise for the game. We were really happy with how it turned out, even for the 3DS version, and that the online was good.
Don't get me wrong. I'm really happy for it. I'm still happy for it and everything. Free for alls are great. Classic is great. All of that is good.
Yeah.
It's just that there's a few little nitpicks.
Yeah. So I did touch on the customizations, the equipment last episode. We won't go into that again, and we did cover the soundtrack a couple of weeks ago. Cage was very what's the word?
Vocal.
Yeah, he was very vocal on that one.
Yeah.
So I guess the only question is, I mean, we love Smash. We don't really want to critique it. We just want to enjoy it. But we're gonna come up with some criticisms for it.
Yeah.
The best that we can, anyway. Because it's not a perfect game. No game is perfect. We gotta tear it apart.
No.
All right, so I'm gonna kick it off actually with my little nitpick. I've got a few, but I'll start with one. The menus in this new Smash Bros. For 3DS. We've talked about the menus a bit. I mean, we all made jokes about the menus over the past couple of months, but like we did say they're a little bland and boring for menus. That's not my main concern. Like, I don't really care about that. You're not going to be spending a lot of time in the menus. You're going to be spending most time playing. My problem is with the organization of the menus, how it's all separated. I don't know if it's just me. I don't know whether you guys have the same problem, but just some things seem too buried beneath layers of menus that, like, the trophy store, the trophy shop or whatever it's called, and the trophy rush, they're buried neck deep in menus. I completely forget they even exist.
Yeah, I agree. That trophy rush was hard to find, actually. It took me a while. And
Yeah.
I don't like how all the single player, the mini games and more menu is so deep with content.
Even Classic and All-Star feels hidden away. Like, I don't feel that should be in the Games and More thing. The Games and More should just be like your stadium games, your
100-man melee, yeah.
Yeah, and your trophy stuff.
Yeah.
They could have done it a lot better. Like, on your main menu, you've got the big Smash button, but that only goes into like a local multiplayer game or even just versing CPUs. I would have rathered if you hit that, then it splits into solo or group. You hit solo and you get all your classic and all-star modes and stuff like that, or just playing against bots, and then obviously group goes into local multiplayer. I think that would work a lot better, and then you've got more room in the Games and More screen for all those other stuff that seem to just be crammed too far away.
Yeah, I have to agree with you there, Dave. It is a little bit condescending trying to get through all the menus just to get to what you want. Yeah.
You're breaking Sakurai's wife's heart.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sad day.
I don't mean to pick on it, but
Yeah, now I want to get straight into Smash. I don't want to have to go through menu just to get there. So I get what you're saying. I mean, and it's the same with when you're organizing the taunts for online. I didn't know where to go because usually they're there for you online. When you go into online, there's a little thing where you can set each taunt to have a little quote above it. But no, you have to go into options now.
Yeah, I thought that would be when you go online as well. Usually, click your icon and then you change your taunts. That's how it was in Brawl. But that's hidden away as well. Probably even deeper than the trophy stuff is, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I had to go all the way to options.
Or just as deep. Yeah.
So that's how you do it. I was wondering, since I was playing Dave the other night and he was just taunting me with his custom taunts, and I was like, how is he doing this?
Yeah, in Brawl it was just there online. When you go into it online, there was like another menu there. Yeah.
I actually only played Brawl online once. I'm serious. I played it once. I tried to play with a friend and we couldn't play against each other, so I was like, oh, screw this, and I never tried it again.
Yeah.
So are we all still just as happy with the online as we were last week in our last episode?
I'm not, but I think I've been playing upstairs in my room, so perhaps it's better connection if I go down to my router. But from when I've played some online, I haven't played much. I played like an hour or so. It wasn't that great connection. There was a lot of lag.
Yeah.
And I think Dave and I was playing a match the other night, and the last match we played, the lag was terrible. It was almost unplayable at one stage.
Yeah. I found mostly single player is fine. Like me and Yuki, we were doing fine for an hour. And
just 1v1s, yeah.
Yeah. So, but in free-for-alls, I noticed the lag did creep up a bit. Yeah. Yeah, but I think it all depends on everyone's connection, not just...
Yeah, it definitely depends on the connections. I had a really good game going a few nights ago with Aero and two of his mates, and it was flawless. There was no lag whatsoever, and it was a free-for-all, and we had like 10 matches. And then you started to get the lag spikes creeping in. But... it really does depend on just how good everyone's internet is. Obviously, being in Australia, none of us have the best internet, so that makes it a bit harder. But sometimes I find, like I was playing BJ the other day, and it was really quite laggy at first, but as we played more and more, it just kind of settled down. So I'm sure it also depends on times of day, some certain times of day might be really high traffic, you're going to get more lag, and then, eventually you'll be able to get some games in with no lag, so... But overall, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
A lot better than Brawls, so that's all I was hoping for.
Yeah, but the Kid Icarus Uprising online was better, but then again, you can't really compare it since it's a different type of game.
Yeah.
Yeah, but... Yeah. It's still not perfect, so hopefully the Wii U Online is a lot better and you can actually realistically play against people worldwide, because I don't think that's a wise decision to do for the 3DS version. It's better to try to play against people in the same country, I think.
Yeah, I don't understand why there's not like a regional and global split like Mario Kart.
Yeah, because Nintendo loves region locking us, so... Come on.
So did you guys have any other criticisms that you wanted to talk about?
Have I said what I wanted to about Smash Run in the past?
I think we've covered it.
Yeah.
Neither of us, none of us, found it particularly appealing.
I don't know. I'm really enjoying the Smash Run part of it, but the ending is just too short for my liking.
It's anticlimactic. Yeah, it's just...
Yeah, I still need to try it against other people, local multiplayer. That's something I'm trying to do soon. Yeah. Just play it on your own for trying to unlock the challenges. It's not that fun.
No.
And
okay.
It always ends up that I lose against the computer for some ridiculous reason, and it's just not. It just feels like a chore, I think.
Yeah. I was actually doing the race, and I noticed that all the computers had bigger speed than I did, so I was lagging behind, and they were all in front. Would have been nice if I knew that was a race at the end.
Yeah.
That way I could have also got the right
Well,
stuff.
But like, I had my speed maxed out. I got the race at the end. I thought, oh beauty, I've got this. And then my character's still too slow compared to, I think it was Fox or something like that, just racing
Yeah.
ahead. Couldn't catch up. And
Yeah.
But yeah, the thing is that sort of randomization worked in Kirby's Air Ride, but because it's the same concept just transferred into a fighting game. But I think it worked in Kirby's Air Ride since it was a racing game and it added more depth to the actual game and it created an interesting setting. And it was more enjoyable than the actual game. Just racing your friends. It was much better to play City Trial, but they haven't been. I don't think it transfers well.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
I love the concept, but I don't think it transfers well into this game.
yeah. Before I forget, the buttons, they feel a little bit too small. Like I was trying to do that big Genendorf one on the home run stadium or whatever it's called. Yeah. And I kept on trying to do a smash attack and he kept on doing a tilt or something like that. He kept on doing the wrong
I had the same problem, but I don't know whether it was the size of the buttons or just... Yeah, I'm with you on that one, and it was exactly the same thing. Ganondorf trying to do the home run contest, and I kept getting the smash attacks and the tilts mixed up. It's almost like too... It's not precise enough with the... I think that's actually the circle pad's fault, not the size of the buttons. But
do you guys have XLs or regular?
Yeah, XLs.
3DS? Okay.
Yeah, XL.
I've actually I'm on my regular 3DS, and I've actually I've been nailing a lot of the smash attack and tilts now. It just took me a while, but I don't know if it's maybe the regular 3DS is a bit better since the buttons are close. I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. It doesn't feel the best though. I'm waiting to see how it plays on the new 3DS.
Yeah, same.
I will be picking up the regular size one at launch, I think.
Anything else? What about you, Tab? What criticism do you have for the Smash Bros 3DS?
Well, as you guys know, I wasn't that convinced on actually picking up the game, and I mainly bought it out of an impulse. But I have enjoyed it a lot more than I expected. Since, to begin with, at the start of this hype train, I guess at the start of the year, I was mainly waiting for the Wii U version. Was indifferent to this one, but I have really enjoyed it. I think it's great to have it on a handheld console. And while it does have a lot of limitations, as we've stated, and I agree with all of them, I think it still is a great game, and it doesn't detract. It doesn't overall detract from the overall package. I don't think it's still great mechanically. All the characters are pretty balanced. The balance is much better than previous games, I think. And it just seems it's a lot of fun, even playing by yourself.
So. No criticisms whatsoever. I mean, apart from the stuff that we've covered, the little nitpicks and stuff.
Yeah, I think we covered most of the main criticisms.
I gotta ask you though, Dave, do you think it's still fair to have customization in Mii's with the stats?
I don't want to get into another heated discussion about this again, but I already did that on the forums. For Mii Fighters, fine. I mean, because they're not going to be... Mii Fighters aren't going to be part of competitive play anyway, because...
they
majorly rely on the customizations. So if you want to equip all this shit to it, then, fine. But for other characters, I think they're better off just...
I'm starting to think they're better off normal to compete with the others, because they do have their strengths and weaknesses each form.
Yeah.
Like, I think Brawls have horrible defense, but they got good speed and attack.
Although, I am agreeing with you that without the equipment, sometimes the Mii Fighters can seem a bit boring, because, you might choose a different Mii, but if they're both a sword fighter, chances are you're going to pick very similar moves for them, and they're going to be identical.
Yeah, true.
So, like, I've actually enjoyed... making some faster ones, but ones that don't hit as hard, and then some that are really bulky but then really slow. It just makes the Mii Fighters more. It does make them more enjoyable to use, I think.
Yeah,
Oh, I thought of a criticism I have actually. I'm not a fan of the stage selection actually.
Yes,
The
actually,
there's
I
no
wanted to
there's
pick on that. Yeah.
there's no memorable stages that are actually enjoyable that I found that like rank up there with my favorite Smash levels. Like my favorite one is probably still Corneria, and that's been my favorite one since Melee. Because there's a lot of the ones that could be interesting, like the Paper Mario one, has that god awful transition to Bowser's
Yeah.
castle,
Oh wow.
where Bowser's mouth starts to like move around, and you're gonna fall in a pit. Like there's so many stages that have the random pits that just appear. There's the Gerudo Valley, which the bridge closes again, and you basically die if you're down there.
Yeah,
There's
if you're underneath it and the bridge comes back, oh, that's so stupid. I can't believe.
Really, you can't.
You can't sit underneath it and just be able to. Like, I think you'd still be able to sit underneath it and then just maybe jump through the bridge like you would any other platform. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, and before, when it's open, it has a really deep pit, but when it closes, it's really shallow. And even if you're down there and just slightly get knocked down, you're gonna die. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And then there's stages like Gore Plain, the Xenoblade one, which is just basically platforms with all these pits.
That one is really uninspired.
They could have did a Xenoblade one so much better than that.
They could have. Like,
I think there is a better one on the Wii U actually.
yeah.
I'm not sure
hopefully.
if it's the same. Yeah.
Talking about the Wii U one and stages, from when I played the demo at Comic Con, I loved that Pilot Wing stage on the Wii U. That's great
that
with,
is a
with
good
the
one.
planes. That's a really good stage. There's nothing that really compares on the 3DS one.
Yeah,
I don't think.
I think it's lacking some really good original stages, because a lot of the favorites, like you, with Corneria, a lot of my favorites are still the Melee stages, because they're just good stages. Some of the new ones, they might be fun if it weren't for some of the absolute bullshit that happens in them, like
the Nintendo one,
the Nintendo one, or you've got the those bird things in the Earthbound level. I love that Earthbound level, but I hate those things.
Yeah, it's so broken.
Actually,
because...
it's a way to do it. If you hit that guy first, he'll actually fight with you.
Yeah, we know. I know that, but it's an unfair advantage.
Yeah.
Because it's basically an assist trophy that doesn't go away for a while.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, I have a few favorite ones, if you care.
Okay.
I really like the Green Hill Zone one. Then again, that's a brawl level, isn't it?
What about new levels?
Mega Man, I like that one, the Final Destination form. The other one is a little bit annoying with Yellow Devil.
Final Destination form.
Oh, remember, I was right. Remember my rant about the Yellow Devil? Isn't he a bitch?
Yeah.
On the
Don't
3DS,
you hate him?
yes, because he's in the way all the time.
It's awful.
That's what he is. He's like that in the Wii U one as well. He's just there.
Yeah.
And he teleports to the other side and shoots lasers, and I hate him.
I like Arena 4X or Ferox.
I don't mind that one. It's got like a Pokemon Stadium vibe to it. Where
the two ones I like is probably that one and the Punch Out one.
Oh yeah, the boxing ring.
Oh yeah, I love the Punch Outs. Yeah.
But aren't both of
those ones are good.
And
boxing ring is on Wii U, isn't it? And then the Wii U doesn't have Arena Ferox, but it's got another Fire Emblem level, which will probably be just as good. The Colosseum.
I like the F-Zero Mute City also.
Yeah, I don't.
It's better than the Mario Kart one. That's terrible.
Yeah.
Because that has pits as well.
Yeah.
You're fighting on the sides, and then the main platform comes back, and if you're not anywhere near it, you're gonna die.
Yeah.
There's just so many stages like that. I actually don't mind the Kirby one, just because even though it's scrolling, and I hate scrolling levels, I like the style of it that it's in
so
a Game Boy.
Yeah.
It looks so great.
Yeah. That's the only Kirby one, right?
Yep.
So one question: why is Jungle Japes back? Does anyone actually like Jungle Japes? I don't think anyone does.
God, no. But at least there's a Final Destination form.
My problem with the stages, actually, overall, like for all the stages, not just the new ones, I prefer a lot of them as the Final Destination form, because it removes so many of those stupid elements, and it's just your nice stage, and you've got the nice scenery. Like the Rainbow Road stage is actually really nice, and the Earthbound one, and all that. But then the Final Destination stage it's just one platform, and that's also a problem. I don't understand why, because they've called them Omega forms. I don't understand exactly why they're called Omega forms.
What does Final Destination have a Final Destination mode?
Yes.
I think.
Oh no.
What does it do though? Does it just turn off like the background visual effects a little bit?
I'm not sure, actually.
I haven't tested it.
Yeah.
Because I honestly, I actually haven't used that feature yet. I haven't played in the Final Destination modes.
Okay.
I actually use it quite a bit. I kind of abuse it a bit, and I imagine a lot of attorney players are going to do it as well. But like, I just wish some of them were just more than one platform. Like, why couldn't we have some of them that are just like even like Battlefield variants? Why do they all have to be Final Destination, just one platform?
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. I agree.
Okay, I think we better move on.
Or even just keep some of them as they are, like the Earthbound, how it's got the 3 platforms. It's not like Battlefield, but just keep that as it is. And yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, they really dropped the ball with the stages.
Yep.
It's a weak point.
Well, I like most of them.
Okay, I think the only other thing that we haven't covered that can be criticized is the character selection. Do we cover that now, or save spoilers till the end? I think everyone knows the character roster by now.
Yeah, if people don't want to be spoiled, the people that listen to this will be people that want to play Smash. If they haven't bought the game yet and unlocked characters, I think that's their own fault.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I mean, and half of them are already revealed on the website anyway in the hidden.
yeah, they've revealed another couple as well. So
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. Yes. Do you guys have any criticisms about the characters?
I kind of wish Dr. Mario was more unique.
Yeah.
I would have loved it if he got his viruses to help him out.
Yeah, definitely. You can make heaps of movesets with the viruses and whatnot.
My main criticism is no ice climbers and Dark Pit.
Yeah. Dark Pit's there.
No, he's saying that there's no ice climbers yet. There's a Dark Pit.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry,
that's my
I missed
criticism.
That. Yeah,
my criticism is bloody Dark Pit. I don't like him.
I started thinking about it. It would have been really cool if ice climbers were there, because then you could have had Ice Climbers versus Duck Hunt duo, or Ice Climbers versus Rosalina and Luma.
Yeah, I know that they aren't in it because Sakurai couldn't get them working on 3DS, but honestly, couldn't he just change the way they play? Make them more like Duck Hunt duo or something.
Yeah.
I think another point was he also said that they aren't that popular characters, which I guess is true. Ice Climbers haven't had a game since '86.
Well, what about Game & Watch? Is he a popular character?
Well, he's had more games than Ice Climbers.
Yeah. He's back in the game and Wario now.
And
so he's recent.
And there was all the Game and Watch galleries on the Game Boy Advance and Game Boy Color, and there was the Club Nintendo Awards.
Oh, yeah, now that I think about it, there's another thing I'm disappointed about with the characters. Rob got a new Final Smash, though yet, in fact, a few got a new Final Smashes, though Falco and Toon Link still have the same ones. So
I think we covered this a couple of weeks back, didn't? Oh, no, we didn't. We just talked about it with Cage. That wasn't actually part of an episode.
I didn't know Rob had a new Final Smash, actually. I was doing it in training because I was...
Wait, he does?
I haven't seen it yet.
Got a new one.
What is it?
It's just like it's sort of like a laser beam, like Samus's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, except it's
just
more flat.
He's another character I'm upset that's in it. Don't like him in Dark Pit.
It just seems like Sakurai's just gone against what he said, because he said he didn't want... he wanted less cloney characters. He wanted more original characters, and I don't know, just a lot of it feels lazy. Like Dark Pit has that bow and arrow Final Smash, which is almost identical to not only Zelda, but Sheik still has it as well. And then
Cage, the secret is Dark Pit's just basically a dark remodel of Pit.
Though,
It's probably the same character. It's probably the same character model.
I did like Dark Pit in Kid Icarus. So, yeah.
Dark Pit is just like a slightly heavier pit, and he's got like a different side B. His arrows are a bit different, quite a bit different. But like it doesn't justify having a separate character slot. The only one that's slightly justifiable is Lucina, but then Marth is so shit now that Lucina could have just replaced Marth. I mean,
Poor Marth. Actually, he has dropped
Can't
out.
replace Marth.
Yeah.
And Sakurai would never replace Marth. It's like one of his favorite characters.
Yeah, I know, but you know what I mean. Like,
I do agree.
Marth is the main rep for Fire Emblem. And I think it'll stay that way forever.
I think one of my main problems with the characters, obviously the ones that we didn't know about, we've already talked enough about all the ones that have already been announced. But all the unlockables, none of them were really exciting to unlock. There were a couple in there. There's a couple. Like
the thing but the thing I don't understand is why were characters like Warrior the secret hidden unlockable ones, and then you start off with like Shulk, Robin, all the interesting new ones. Wouldn't it make much more sense to have like the returning characters like already unlocked, and you unlock the new ones?
I would have rather,
and then there's maybe like a few hidden ones like Rob and Game & Watch. I don't know.
I would have rather them announce ones like Wario and Falco and Dark Pit. You could have announced him with Palutena. They could have announced a lot of them earlier. Saved some ones like Shulk, even Pac-Man. Just some of them could have been some really good surprises as unlockables, and I feel like I was let down with the unlockables this time around compared to previous Smash.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
honestly, Pac-Man
too many
should have been Pac-Man should have been the surprise. They shouldn't have said anything about Pac-Man, and even on the website or anything. Just don't say anything, and then when people start playing the game and they like make him the hardest character to unlock, and then when people unlock Pac-Man, they'd be amazed.
Now I actually get it now why he was revealed at the round table.
Oh no!
Yeah.
But yeah, overall, just a lot of the characters feel a little bit lazy. Whether it's their final smashes, that they have the same moves in Brawl, where like some of them should have definitely changed. Ganondorf should have at least changed a little bit from Falcon.
Because
he has one sword.
His alternate moves have the sword moves and things. So couldn't they just have changed how he plays?
They should have made that the standard move with the sword, and then have his old moves as a customization if you choose to use it. Could have, like, he should be a more exciting character from the second you unlock him. Okay, I think we've talked enough about that anyway. We better
get on to the
better get through these picks, rush through them, and so we can all just who wants to grab the first pick, most recent, today's pick?
I'll grab that one because I'm the Mega Man fan.
Okay, JP,
you guys want to fight me on it? Okay. Pick of the day. Here's Bass or Bass, a trophy for the Wii U version.
It's Bass. He's a fish.
Okay, fine. It's Bass. When I first saw this, I was really surprised by the quality of this trophy and Treble's presence. Even though this will only appear as a trophy, this was made from the ground up. Designers really are amazing. Zero's here too. There are also trophies of Roll and Proto Man.
Did he really say his designers are amazing because they made a trophy model?
Yeah.
I would have loved if both of these were alt costumes for Mega Man, even if they were just like the colors of them. I don't know about you guys. I just don't find any of the alternative colors for Mega Man appealing. Like, they should be based on these other types of Mega Man.
No, they should have made Bass a playable character. And he throws fish around.
He could have been a clone of Mega Man.
Oh no, not more clones.
I think Bass actually would have had a good moveset.
Stop calling him Bass.
Bass. Whatever. Yeah, but what about the instruments families and all of that? You call them bass.
Yeah,
No, Bass.
with you.
Are we seriously going to have a discussion about this?
Yes, it's a bass guitar because inside a bass guitar is a fish.
Okay, enough about that picture. Next picture.
Okay, I love Mega Man.
Love Mega. Just had to get that in there, didn't you? Okay, Tab, you can grab the next one. It's actually last Monday's because we didn't do that one, did we?
The Conquest one.
Yeah, that one.
Okay. Pick of the day. Conquest mode is now open to overseas player. This is when things finally get serious. We've increased the frequency for updates too. The global Smash Power rankings will get interesting with more players involved. Connect online and keep updating your status. This screenshot is a result from the last Conquest challenge. Images from the Japanese version. So wait, he's saying that it's open to overseas players, and he's like, yeah, he's a Japanese version screenshot.
Yeah.
He needed to tell us that, did he? We can kind of see the Japanese characters. I mean,
I think some days he's just like, oh shit, I'm supposed to get a photo out, aren't I? Oh,
yeah.
get up one of my wife's menus. Oh, here we go.
So that's all Conquest mode is. You just go in there and it tells you who they're using most. Right?
Yeah.
Who's winning most with
Okay.
each of those two characters? Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
have you guys tried like online betting?
With the spectator mode,
That you
I
can
did.
go bet on other spectators.
I
You can
forgot all about that.
you can gamble and go for like a winning streak, or you can choose to just take your money and run.
So it's just like Brawl.
I tried it for a little bit, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, nothing exciting about that picture.
All right, next picture.
Yeah.
Your turn, Dave.
Not much exciting about this next one either. Pick of the day. For the first time ever in the Super Smash Bros. Series, you can play with a collection of real-life trophies in the form of amiibo. Simply touch them on this part of the gamepad. This particular screen is dedicated to activating amiibo, but you can also tap your amiibo on the gamepad at the character selection screen to let that character join the battle. Once you do, the trophy of your amiibo character transforms into a figure player. FPs fight and develop on their own. So, I mean, we already had an explanation of amiibo like months ago. But
They're not even out yet.
there you go. Just in case you missed that explanation, here's Sakurai's explanation. The only thing I took away from this is that the amiibos, I actually thought they would just play as CPU characters that you know you can put in to help fight for you, and you could level them up or whatever. But these are actually their own separate thing from CPUs. They're called figure players. Or,
They basically assist trophies, as I understand it.
yeah,
Don't they just jump in and fight for you?
basically. You can't actually fight with them, can you? Your powered up things. They're just like you can't just choose to fight with your amiibo. That's something you can only enter as like a teammate or something, or halfway through the battle or whatever.
Yeah, I think
To
so.
assist you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think they could have somehow handled the amiibos much better. They seem very throwaway in this game. But of course, they have said that they're going to be involved in other games, so perhaps they can actually use them for something worthwhile.
What else have they announced for Amiibos? I'm sure they've announced another.
Yeah, they announced some new amiibos. So in addition to the first 12 that we were getting, there's another. Is it
4 or 6?
6? Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's 6.
There's some good ones in there. There's Captain Falcon and Little Mac and
Zelda.
yeah, you got Zelda, Pit, I think, Diddy Kong,
Yeah.
and I can't remember the other one.
Yeah,
So are you two going to be buying amiibos?
definitely.
I'd love to buy them all, but I'm not rich. I'm
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm too broke to afford them all. But I could probably just collect some of my favorites, or like I was thinking of just going for the original 12 Smash Brothers characters.
Yeah, that'd be great to have on your shelf. All
Yeah,
the
it
12.
would be. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I'll probably just go for my favorites, I think.
Mm. Well, I mean, Fire Emblem figurines are very rare, so I think I'll definitely try and get all of those.
Are we expecting some of these to sell out? And like how often are Nintendo going to produce these? Like, how many of them are they going to produce? Sorry, like,
Yeah, that's another thing.
is it going to be something if you don't buy it in the first couple of months you've missed out on it? Or
Yeah, Nintendo do that a bit.
I
They
don't know
start
how.
something, then they never capitalize.
I don't know how do Skylanders work?
I would have no
Frequently,
clue.
are they frequently restocked, or do you like? Are they only available for a certain time? When the new games come out, are they like? Then you can't get the old ones. I don't know.
I would,
But,
yeah, I
you'd
don't know. I would think
imagine
so.
that. You'd imagine that they stick around for a while, I guess, but not.
Yeah.
I doubt there'd be something you can go and pick them all up in like 2 years' time. But
Mm.
for the next year or so, they'll probably be widely available, unless these are really only because I think it's more than just a test.
Yeah.
I think Nintendo are going all out with these, and seriously, they are going to sell. People are going to buy these.
Yeah, definitely. They'll probably buy the more popular one or buy the more
Well, that's what I'm wondering,
big franchise
whether
ones.
they're going to produce them based on how popular they think they're going to be. So, like, there won't be too many Captain Falcon and Little Mac ones produced, but there might be heaps of Mario and Link ones. So,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, probably. You're right there. I think.
They'll probably make the most out of the Pokemon. Yeah.
Okay, next pick. JP, back to you. That's not even a pick. That's just...
Can we
Well,
can we
actually,
skip this
too.
one?
No, actually, because we haven't announced this, so yeah, JP,
Yeah.
read this one out.
Okay. Release dates for the Wii U version have been announced. Along with the first Amiibo lineup, Super Smash Bros. For Wii U will be released on November 21st in the Americas. In Europe, Amiibo will be released on November 28th, while Super Smash Bros. For Wii U will launch on December 5th. In Oceania, or however you say it.
Oceania.
Shut up,
Oceania. Okay. Amiibo. I've never really known how to say that. Let's just say Australia. Amiibo will be released on November 29th, and Super Smash Bros. For Wii U will launch on December 6th, which I really hate because that's the same day as my brother's wedding. So I won't be
Spewing.
there to pick it up. For more details, check out the official website at www.smashbrothers.com.
You
Yeah,
missed out a W there.
oh god.
That's alright.
Sure, they'll get it. Just do smashbrothers.com.
Don't worry, JP. We'll let you know all about how the Smash Bros is on Wii U.
Definitely.
So
I'll be back for the podcast though.
when we get to play it, you won't get to play it for a couple of days after.
I'll be back on the Monday of that week anyway, so yeah, I'll definitely get it first thing in the morning or when I get back.
You're going to be having withdrawals, just like
Yeah.
sitting in the corner thinking, I could be playing Smash Wii U right now.
Yeah, definitely. I gotta talk to my family. God, how long is this gonna last?
Just take your Wii U and play it off the gamepad.
I'll take
plug
my
it in the
yeah.
plug it in the corner somewhere.
I'll definitely have my 3DS.
All right, next pick. I kind of just want to skip this one, but I'll let you have it, Tam.
Pick of the day: the flying men that appear in the Magicant stage will ally with the first fighter that touches them. Watch out for the flying cross-chop attacks. They also accumulate damage, and a grave gets erected every time a flying man falls in battle. And of course, only up to 5 flying men can appear at a time. What, 5 can appear?
I didn't know if 5 could appear at a time. I've actually only ever seen. I think I've seen 2,
I've only
maybe
seen one.
once.
I've only seen one.
Really? That's weird.
Yeah, then again, I don't play enough on it.
Maybe the longer you're on the stage, more of them appear if you don't get rid of the first one. I swear I've seen 2 at least once. Maybe it also depends on how many people playing. Like if it's just a 1v1, maybe you can get more flying men. I don't know.
Okay.
Because if it's a free for all, 4 players, maybe too many flying men makes it lag up too much.
Yeah.
Yep, let's move on.
Let's move on. Yeah, I don't really. It is nice to have an Earthbound stage, though.
Okay.
More recent one.
Okay, Thames left us, so it's just you and me, JP, to finish it off. We've only got a couple more picks to go anyway.
Yeah, this is going to be so overtime.
Sure, I can cut it back. Okay, pick of the day. Here's the trophy shop for the Wii U version. It operates identically to the 3DS version, but it sure has a different feel, doesn't it? It looks pretty nice, actually. I like it.
Yeah, I like it too. It looks really nice, and I like how he hypes up the Wii U version. Oh, this is the Wii U version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the trophy shop on the Wii U version. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like a toy store in a way or something.
Yeah, it does. Like you can see like a Kirby plush toy on the right hand side. You can.
Yeah.
It's like all Nintendo stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
I like that.
So.
But really, it's just a design of the trophy shop. Hopefully, the trophy shop in the Wii U version isn't as buried in menus as the 3DS one is.
I would actually love it if you could go to the sites and check out each franchise and check out all the trophies you have for each one.
Yeah, that would be cool actually. Because when you view your horde, can you do that? Can you sort by series?
Not really. I don't think. You can do it on the selection screen when you're checking out trophies individually, but I'm not so sure you can do it on the horde. It'll show you the series in. Like there's a separate section for Nintendogs. There's a separate section for. No, I don't think Fire Emblem have a separate section. Because I noticed Marth was on one side and Ike was on the other side. So I might need to double check that. Yeah.
Anyway, last pick, JP.
Okay. Pick of the day. Unfortunately, I've been too busy developing the Wii U version that I haven't had the chance to play home run contests with my global smash power turned on. So fighters with the game now released worldwide, how are you feeling with your home run distance and global smash power? I wonder if Ganondorf gives you some advantage.
And of course, both of us went and tried Ganondorf as soon as we read this, didn't we, JP?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Couldn't help myself.
I guess he's been watching the YouTube videos too. Yeah.
I think I got like just over 1,000 though. I'm sure you can get better, but that was the best I could get.
I got over 600 meters. Yeah. And that was about it. 642, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
It'd be nice if you could share replays, then I could show you how I did it. But yeah, that was another criticism we missed. I wanted to talk about that.
Yeah, true.
Because replays, I've heard people saying like it's not actually a saved video of your match; it's a saved log of the inputs, and then it recreates that match that you had based on the inputs that that each player did.
Yeah.
So that's why you can't save your replays. You can't share them via social media or anything like that. You've only got them to watch yourself. You can't even put them on the computer.
Well, on the Wii U, I have a capture card, so that'll be easier for me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. With the Wii U version, it'll be fine. But with the 3DS, you have to mod your 3DS to be able to capture stuff. So.
Yeah, and they're quite expensive, the capture cards for 3DS.
I reckon that's a missed opportunity from Nintendo. Not being able to share replays, because that stirs up more. That promotes the game more, because there's more footage of the game out there. I mean, it worked from Mario Kart 8. Everybody was watching all these replays, and everybody wanted to get it.
You can do it with the pictures though, or what I've noticed is they're on this SD card. Yeah, and you can transfer them to your computer.
Yeah, you can get your screenshots. That's one thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, JP, I think we'll leave it at that. I'm sure there's plenty of other stuff that we've left out too, because Smash is a pretty packed game. There's a lot in there. The stadium stuff is actually some of the stuff that we haven't really talked about in too much depth, so that's for another day though. So that's our double episode of compliments and criticisms.
gonna take like an hour, isn't it?
Oh, the 2 episodes together, it's just gonna take me forever to edit. But anyway.
Yeah, I'm sorry, mate.
All good,
What you get for
JP.
leaving it a week.
Yep, that's my fault. Playing too much Smash.
You playing tonight?
Yeah, I'm keen to play tonight.
Okay, cool. Because I got my internet back.
I'm keen for some 1v1s. Alright, till next time. See ya.
See ya.